This is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley and Marathon Sports. Coming at you from the Bobcat Invitational. Today's boys varsity race, brought to you by Lankin Kuna Orthodontics. We are committed to providing you with a comfortable, stress-free, and rewarding orthodontic experience. So, taking a look at our teams, we've got Londonderry here. They're our top-ranked team coming into it. Preseason rankings, they are ranked 6th in the state. Oyster River, they just won on the girls' side, I can say without looking at results, so that's always a good thing. Oyster River comes in on the boys' side, ranked number 8th. Bedford ranked number 9th, so pretty interesting with the 6, 8, 9. That can always change at this point in the season. Head-to-head races like this make it real easy on that committee that votes on it. And then from out of state, Belmont Hill School from Massachusetts, they're kind of one of those wild card teams. We expect to see them doing pretty well today as well.
Last year.
Yeah,
so defending champs. And then for individuals, it's kind of a potpourri, whereas the girls, you had some established superstars, and obviously the surprise winner, Makita Berry. The guys, this is going to shake out to see maybe who might be one of the top runners in the state. We have Sanborn's Jake Petrie, Alvern's Brent Dunning, who's one of the stars of Faster, our new documentary by Davia DeLuca. Bedford's Jack Mortimer, sophomore campaign coming through. It'll be interesting to see how the year of running will translate to this fall cross country. Oyster River's Oliver Lehman, Newmarket's Jaron LeBranch, which you're talking to the Newmarket coach. This is the first time he's had more guys on the team than girls, and with Newmarket, the size of that school,
they've had some success recently.
He's got a bunch of guys, and that's actually really exciting.
It's
and
a building program.
Coach knows what he's doing with that. Exeter's Spencer Mann, Londonderry's Carson Fitzgerald and Josh Toomey, and then Belmont Hills. We don't know these guys very well, but Courtney and Trouts from Belmont Hill School.
So you talk about not knowing the out-of-staters really well. I tell you, you look at the list of girls' names that you had said, all of them, like you said, established. You're familiar with those names. Boys' names, you've heard of them, right. Not as familiar. So I think this is going to be a really interesting race as we see Bob making his way out to the cone.
Bob, the great state official. He's been all over the world officiating, obviously. But here we go. We're going to start the 2024 Bobcat Invitational Boys Varsity Race.
Gun is up. Boys are off. Here we go.
3-loop course again, very hilly. Kind of smarter to hang back the first lap. Let's see how these guys are coming out for this. The girls, Makita Berry, the eventual winner, took right off, not even knowing the course very well or experiencing it in previous years, and still won. But Oyster River hung back. Let's see what Oyster River does now. Early leaders at Belmont Hill School, and Bedford and Oyster River establishing position.
Let's go, Oyster River, good luck.
All right, coming up towards the half-mile mark for the boys varsity race.
Never seen that jersey. That's Belmont Hill. That's Mass right there.
Yeah, we were just talking amongst ourselves here about having Massachusetts team coming in, kind of pushing the pace here.
They have 6 or 7 guys in the top, like 15.
Yeah, they came in to perform.
Yeah. You also saw 2 Bedford in the 2 and 3 spots so far. At this point, we're really only 0.3, 0.4 miles into this race, so there's not too much separation. We can't really give you too much in terms of, team scores at this point, but
yeah,
right now it looks like Belmont Hill is looking really confident. They got their front runner, and then they got a nice pack of 4 guys in that 10 to 15 range.
Yeah, we have 2 names, Courtney and Trouts, I think, for Belmont Hill, so that's probably one of the 2 we saw up front.
Yep.
But looks like the pack is starting to thin out here. We're going to go ahead and send it back to Tim and Greg for the first mile.
All right, we're at the 1 mile, and we can see that is Belmont out in front leading it.
That is Trouts, William Trouts from Belmont taking the lead. We'll give you a mile split here in a second. Oyster River, they're just kind of blocked here. Oyster River 2-3, that's interesting. Bedford, and they're through in 5:21. That's Bedford's Mortimer. Belmont's second guy. This is gonna be a good team race. I can't tell who's winning right now, Greg.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty bunched and packed right now. I know I've seen a lot of that Belmont Hill School though. And again, last year's winner, expect big things from them. Mile though, still early. Still, the first mile, I would would say is the easiest of them?
I would say the guys are definitely going out conservatively. They look well within themselves at this point, and they're not going to really dial it into the second loop, which is just plain smart on a day like today and a hilly course like this.
Oh, absolutely. I think the hill behind us is one of the challenging ones. You know, you're in the sun, you're just racing to get back into the woods, back into the shade there.
The wood part is the best part. That's a fun roller coaster ride. It's like you're climbing the hill of the roller coaster, then you get released going right down. Lebanon has a good pack there. We got Newmarket, Goffstown.
Of course, we said hill behind us. There's also a hill in front of us. From where they're turning, they've already come up some of the hill. It is just constant up and down here. That woods, that first bit of the woods, that's your flat stretch, that's your fast stretch. That's an opportunity there. Be interesting to see which guys took advantage of that opportunity, and in do so, we're going to throw it over to Ben and Ryan.
All right, so just got through the first mile marker. Looks like our leaders are coming around the corner here. We're gonna see. It's gonna be Trout's lead. Oh no, we have
the lead of Oyster River.
Took over. Belmont Hill definitely a surprise.
That's Tommy. Got Belmont Hill there. Oyster River's 2. We got your pack of 2 Bedfords. There's another Belmont Hill with an Alvern. Here comes another Londonderry.
So yeah, so definitely spread out a little bit here now with teams. Belmont Hill definitely putting in their guys, 4 of them here.
We got the Belmont Hill squad around us right now. Alvern's got a big pack. They just crossed like 4 guys through.
Yeah, so it looks like they have their guys just spread out amongst, but pretty good packs for a couple of teams. So it looks like it's starting to thin out. We'll probably send it back for the second mile marker for Tim and Greg.
Followed by Londonderry. Is that Londonderry?
We can see our leaders now. Oyster River out in front. That's Oliver Lehman, the sophomore.
I think it's 2 Londonderry
That's 2
behind him.
Londonderry behind him. You got it, Coach.
So 348 and 364. You got the list. Thanks for it back. They're coming through 2 miles at 10:59. So 5:30 pace. I see another Oyster River in Belmont School's Trouts. I lost those numbers for Londonderry, sorry. 111, that's Trouts, and then 421 for Oyster River is Mitchell Kesey. And there's Brent Dunning from Alvern coming through. He's one of the stars of Faster. Bedford's top 2.
Good job, Ethan. Good job, Jack.
Jack Hilmer. And who's the other guy? Pulsiver, I believe. And then Belmont Hill Schools.
This is at least 3 and 4 for them, if not 5.
Leviton and 100's Courtney.
I see-
Londonderry's 4.
I see 5 for Belmont Hill right now and 6.
And Londonderry's right behind him. Is that 4 or 5 for Londonderry? That could still be right there. Sanborn. We're coming through 2 miles now at 11:51.
Come on, Ian. 2 more places, Ian. Get up there.
What did I say they came through 2 miles at for the leaders?
It's a great question as we get a couple of Alvern passes.
11,
Hopkinton
I
next.
I totally screwed up that video for us again. And here's a big pack.
Good
coming
pack
through.
there. Bedford, Exeter with trio. Bo with a couple in there as well. Hopkinton, Alvern, Bo another coming down the pipe. Hollisbrook line.
Looks like Belmont Hill School is in position to defend their title. The 2 teams that might have a shot at Oyster River and Londonderry, but they're going to have to move this final loop.
Yeah, Oyster River had that number 1 stick. It's interesting kind of see how that plays out. We saw definitely some hunting happening from Londonderry right behind there.
There you go.
Oyster River with 3.
Keep in mind they have 9. They have 9 racing today.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those early season things I love to see at the meets where you're not quite sure yet. It does allow some of those kids to get some of that varsity caliber. And 7, 8, 9 are going to be back and back. Like, they're going to keep switching up the order as we got another good cluster here. Hollisbrook line, Bedford with a 3 or 4.
Bedford.
4 Bedford. St. Thomas with a couple, Bow with a couple, Goffstown is in there, Alvern's there, Newmarket with a trio, early season racing together. sorting themselves out, figuring themselves out as we see St. Thomas Bow free from Goffstown, Hopkinton in there as well. Pembroke, Hopkinton, as things start to thin out here. We are going to have to go ahead and see what's going on with that race for first over in the woods.
All right, now coming down close to the final mile, well, in the final mile, coming down to the finish, had the Belmont Hill crew park right next to us.
They were bringing the vibes with the speaker and you know, big support. But in the lead, we're still gonna have Oliver Lehman there, and right there in second.
Londonderry's 1 and 2 in top 3, so they're competing for that.
That's gonna be Twomey and Fitzgerald.
Yeah, so good spot for Londonderry for the team title here at Bobcat Invite.
They do come in as the top seed. They're number 6 in our preseason rankings.
So Belmont Hills number 1. It's gonna be Trouts, I believe.
Trouts, yep. And then Oyster River's 2 coming through.
Yep, and it's Alvern's number 1. Londonderry's 3, I believe, in 7th.
So that was Brent Dunning right there.
Yep.
Alvern's 1.
Bedford's 1 and 2.
Brent Dunning, another star of the new documentary coming out. Managed track and field called Faster. Be sure to tune into the first episode. I think it comes out Sunday.
I believe it does.
We got another Oyster River, another Belmont Hill, another Londonderry. Belmont Hill has a sneaky chance of winning this meet.
Yeah, they could
I think
really
they
sneak
might
in
get
there.
their
Londonderry
I think
has
their 5 are through here.
Yep. Londonderry's though, I think that was their 5th that came in.
Was it?
I believe so. So they actually have a really good chance, I think, ahead of Belmont Hill. Again, the guys side just more of a mixed bag of who could take the team title, and in the individual race too.
Yeah.
Didn't know who could kind of sneak in there, but Lehman's definitely making.
He had a great track season, great 3,200 meter runner, but you know, the 2 Londonderry boys, Fitzgerald and Twomey, they might have something left in those legs to catch Lehman in that final kick.
I believe this is Londonderry's number 6 or 7. So yeah, definitely looking really good for the team title. Once again, probably reiterated before, but teams have their top 9 in for the varsity races today. But as the pack thins out here, we're gonna close out on our end and head back towards the finish with Tim and Greg.
All right, that's Londonderry.
Londonderry. All alone.
Wow, Londonderry made a big move that second half. 3:48. That is for Londonderry. Carson Fitzgerald with the win. Lehman coming through. That was a 16:58. Lehman coming through in 17:02.
Next is going to be another runner from Londonderry.
3:64 is Josh Twomey. Londonderry lanes claim right now with a 1 and a 3. Here comes Belmont Hill School. Brent Dunning from Alvern making a charge here. Belmont Hill School's Trouts, William Trouts finishing as their number 1. Alvern's 23 as Brent Dunning, star of Faster. Doesn't even look like he's breathing. 4:21 Oyster Rivers. Mitchell Kesey, that's 2 for Oyster River. Bedford's top guy, Jack Mortimer, finishes. Londonderry's 3rd, 3:58. That is Patrick Ramsey.
Belmont Hill.
They're 2nd. So right now, Londonderry in the driver's seat here. I see Londonderry's 4th coming down the line, and Belmont Hill's ahead of Belmont Hills. And that's Oyster Rivers finishing. That's Pulsiver from Bedford. Oyster Rivers. 4:13 is Levi Clapp. 3:46 is Jack DeBuono.
So we said that was 4 from Londonderry. That's 3 for Belmont Hill, but here's 4. And I see their 5th.
Londonderry needs somebody to come around the corner right now to have a shot. Don't look now, but Alvern has 3 in. Belmont Hill's going to have displacement. There's their 6th.
You can come down to math, but right now with that displacement, Belmont Hill is looking real strong. Londonderry finishing up there. Exeter. Here we go.
Bedford's looking like they have a good team. mean, Alvin, I'm telling you, they might be a sleeper team this year. I like what I see right now, as well as Exeter. I mean, I know the clock says 18, almost 19 minutes, but this is a tough course.
Absolutely. Alvern coming down, followed by another Londonderry.
That's Mason Hernandez from Londonderry finishing.
Alvern,
York Grant finishing.
Bedford, St. Thomas, Bow with a pair. Oyster River coming across the line.
That was Bozy and Sandal coming through.
Good battle here. Oyster River kicking over Belmont Hill.
Oyster River. 420 is Jason Kesey. So two Kesey, the Kesey brothers are showing out today.
Just saw Hollis Brookline finish up. Oyster River, another Hollis. Hollis is going to take the edge over those two.
That's William Scott taking that one.
Newmarket, Hopkinton, Exeter. Hollis Brookline.
There's Wally Gondora finishing.
Oyster River with a look over the shoulder.
Bobcat coming through.
Good race between Spalding and Lebanon there. As these guys continue to file down.
Tell you what, it's only September. We learned a lot today, Greg. We learned a lot, and there's some sleeper teams out there that could shock people.
I mean, I think it's both the teams and the individuals. I think things are still going to kind of shake out as we go. Definitely some strong races from the individuals up front.
Also, Londonderry, if they find a fifth, they're going to be better than top 6 in the state. I'll tell you that right now. I sound like Jimmy Mack.
Newmarket and Hopkinton battling there. Newmarket with 3 guys in a row. Hopkinton with a pair.
I'm impressed by Auburn today too. I felt like there was 4 right there.
Yeah, they seem lower in the numbers than what I was anticipating from them. I think they've made some good strides this offseason.
Yeah. And honestly, it's got to be the faster effect, the documentary effect possibly.
Hyping them up? It's hyping you up about them, that's for sure.
It is. I mean, well, you just kind of look a little closer, but Phil Demers is now coach there as well. The coaching staff has always been great there, but you never know with new blood, you never know what can happen. So we'll see what happens.
First meet, big meet of the season is always really telling. You know, you can kind of look at what the summer did, and then the summer comes back again at the end of the season. It really does show what you did over the summer. There's no hiding in this sport. It's one of those things. If you didn't put in the work in, you won't be there when your team needs you to be there. So as these boys are finishing up once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley Marathon Sports, coming at you from the Bobcat Invitational. Today's boys varsity race, once again brought to you by Lincoln Kuna Orthodontics. Happy to have them on board and happy to have been at this race. Really telling early season. Boys side of the state this year, I think, is going to be really, really interesting to see how it all plays out.
You got Nashville South as the top team, and they have everybody back. And I think there's going to be a bunch of contenders.
Yeah, South definitely had some depth last year, so no surprise there. Preseason ranked pretty strong, but yeah,
it's
boys.
wide open. Hanover's also there too. Hanover opened up this week. It looked like they're at Gunstock, which is also a tough course, but we'll just kind of see. No one really. The top teams don't really put it out there until Manchester, which is in 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens.
That's right. Well, our first boys varsity race of the season in the books. We look forward to more ahead. Stay tuned.